It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We got the music video, baby. Token and Ren, What Does Your Love Look Like? We did do a reaction to the audio already, so I'm not going to stop and say every single thing that I said the first time around. So if you guys haven't seen that, I will link it down below in the description, and you guys can go check out my first time that I heard this song. But right now, I'll probably still dive into some topics, and some new shit might pop up in my head. Plus, we got the visuals that we could talk about too. So let's get into it. Let's see what the homies was up to.
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I like that bridge right there.
As much as I do want to love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages. Your house had the gate and mine had instigated, so that's the environment we feel safer. And you thought it was crazy how long.
That's such a dope bar too. Your life had gating, mine had instigating. Right? Because some people's families just ain't that well put together, bro. You be dealing with some shit, and it's crazy because that really molds who you are. And we all kind of know that, but especially once you're younger and you have friends and girlfriends, stuff, like you're not thinking about, oh, their parents have molded a lot of their position on things and why they act the way that they act or where they come. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's one of those things in hindsight makes so much sense.
Your house had the gate and mine had instigated, so that's the environment we feel safer. And you thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard dad say I love you with mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me? Cause you always choose to. You always choose to. You wanna know where I be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. Not what I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load up. Taking the load up. I didn't know where until 124 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn. I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man.
This shit is so deep. And the kid that he picked for himself actually does, it kind of low-key look a little bit like a young Token. And I know that they were looking for one for Ren, so I'm curious now what that kid's gonna, like, how close a resemblance they got.
When he's taking the load up. I didn't know where until 124 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn. I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye. I'm used to it all, so you don't gotta hold back and cry. But I gotta tell you why. I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change
so real
you. We
too.
never change, do we?
Like, I'm not right for you, but I'm just who I should be.
What does your love look
I
like?
feel that
What
with
does
my
your
soul.
love look like? What does your love look like?
What does your love look like?
I'm not right for you, but I won't get up and leave. Cause I hate the pain that is colour my veins, that is present in solitary. What does your love look like? Does it look black and white? Is it your crib tonight? Do all your demons get louder at night? And the voices get softened when we're intertwined? I've been going to therapy.
That moment right there, hold up, where Ren starts going in and it goes to Token's face and he kind of looks down a little, is like, obviously they've worked together. This is a music video long after they've already worked together, but it's just one of those things where it's like, if this was like a first experience, that's like the moment where Token's like, damn bro, this kid actually mad nice. He nice, okay.
But I won't get up and leave. Cause I hate the pain that is colour my veins, that is present in solitary. What did you love?
It's like shit, I get it now. I get the hype.
Does it look black and white? Is it your crib tonight? Do all your demons get louder at night? And the voices get softened when we're intertwined? I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and the fact made me hate the way that I feel when the loving gets real. Cause I just wanna run and escape the pressure that paints me. Pressure of safety, pressures of promises that come to maybes. Pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy.
I like how he said that too. The pressure of promises, they turn to maybes. And
going to therapy lately, cause the cause and the fact made me hate the way that I feel when the loving gets real. Cause I just wanna run and escape the pressure that paints me. Pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes.
Pressure of promises that turn to maybes. That is the story of my life, bro. I swear to you, like, this is why this music hits so much for me. And it's not just because I'm like, oh, I relate to it. I feel like everybody at some point in their life can relate to this shit. And I feel like if you say otherwise, you're a liar. You're a complete liar.
Pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy. So my therapist said that these wounds that I kept were created when I was a kid. And just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming and shouting, denying the sin of deceiving and cheating and lying. The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying, but still she forgives. This cycle repeats every night. I try to sleep, hearing the screams through concrete.
See, I like this too, in the way that he's using his voice. at night with the screams and like with the higher tone and everything like that, the layering of it.
But still she forgives. The cycle repeats. Every night I try to sleep, hearing the screams through concrete, mothering peace, a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him. The words that he spoke cut throat like razor. He said,
I'm gonna be real with you. We got to go back real quick because this screen this right here is such a powerful scene because the amount of parents and even some people that are gonna watch this video, and I'm not saying that your parenting isn't good. I'm not throwing any shots at you. It's nothing like that. But we don't always acknowledge what it does to our kid to hear us argue. I say that as if I have a kid. I don't have a kid, so when I say us, I don't mean me. But like, you don't really understand, especially at a very young age when they still don't have a full grasp on much yet and don't understand life yet. Like, it's still tough even when they're in their like high school years, but especially at an age like this, you hear them yelling. Sometimes it's going to be about topics and shit that you don't even really understand, but you could just feel the tension, the aggression, and low key like that changes you as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, the stress that raises in your body because it's something that you're experiencing but don't even fully understand, which just makes it that much more stressful. And it's between two people that you love and you're trying to understand why this is happening because to you, you're just like, these are my parents, my mom, my dad. I love them. Like, I love them so much. And as far as I know, they love each other. So what is this? Why is this happening? Like, there's so much of that these random thoughts that probably go through a kid's head. And it just, I don't know, man. It's just crazy and it changes them. So I just feel like if you have kids, and I'm not the person to tell you what to do because, you know, I don't have kids because I probably wouldn't do very well. But keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, oh, well, they're in their room. Oh, I think they're asleep. Like, he doesn't hear us. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all really, really got to argue and act that way, go sit out in the car or some shit for a little bit. If the kid's asleep and everything is good and safe, you know, stuff like that. Or just don't yell. Like, find a way to sit down and just have a conversation like normal people. You know what I mean? Like, just talk through shit because in all reality, you're not getting anywhere with the argument. It's not like, whoa, we really need to have it out. It's like, okay, but you're not getting anywhere. If anything, you're just separating yourself further from the thing that you guys need to come to a conclusion on.
It's a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him. The words that he spoke cut throat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created, and I've made mistakes, but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast then, cause I gotta be a new Ren. Strong for my sister, my mum at a loose confused, but moving through the confusion. My morning love feels fake like what does your love look like? Does it tear your inside? Does it keep you up at night? My brother. Does it make you feel like a fist in your windpipe? Suffocate the feeling of what love's meant to feel like. Navigating through, but I'm still not quite right. One night stand, make the pain stop one night. One more heart to the blade of my cold night. What does your love look like?
I need an EP from these two. I don't care what nobody says. I need an EP, 4 or 5 songs.
How hard that I work and you told me you feel for me. If I lost all my motivation tomorrow, would you still love me? It's easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down and you leaving. You can't even give me an answer cause you never seen it, and that's why it's hard to believe it. If you need help but I'm too far away, is it over for you? Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even though I still could be the soul for you. Right.
See, that was a powerful scene too, because without the visuals, we didn't know what his idea was for that scene, right? But it's interesting to show him as a kid seeing his father after a bad argument and kind of just like a lot of convoluted shit between him and his mother, right? And so the dad was gonna go talk to her and kind of like didn't know what to say, probably gave up and just like went the other way, right? And as a kid, he's in the background watching that. But then we also see him now reflecting back on that moment as an adult in the same position his dad was in, where he's ready to go and tap her shoulder. And he's like, I don't know, do I do it? Do I not? What do I say? And it's like, the shit repeats itself, man. Like, you might see someone, it's tough because there are some times where people will see some shit happen and be like, I will never be like my father. I will never be in this situation. And they will actually never be in that situation. Like, that actually changes them in a good way. It's still traumatic to them, but in a good way in the sense that they're not going to repeat those mistakes. But a lot of times, you end up repeating those mistakes and you may not even realize it until you're dead center in the middle of it and you're like, yo, I'm living out the same shit that I didn't want to live out as a kid that I saw and I knew I was against.
Maybe we are meant to be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues, too many issues at play.
And then he's got the chain on him. So it's like, because of what I experienced and saw, I'm kind of almost stuck in the same boat as my father. I want to reach out, but I can't, because my past and everything that's built me to this moment is going to, it's going to stop me. It's refraining me from taking that leap, that next step of trying to console and be there for this person. Instead, I'm going to end up repeating the cycle.
You yell fast, I get quiet, you wanna see more passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to, so no, I don't have it. I grew up afraid to see holes in a wall in a room that was locked from inside. I promise I'm used to it all. You don't gotta ever hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why. I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. Woo. You try to change me, I try
love
to change
that.
you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
That was a dope visual to go with that. I enjoyed that. And as always, right, you find some different places where you can say, ooh, I like this, I like that. And then you can connect the visual with the song. That shit just went hard. Let me know what you guys thought down below. I appreciate you guys. For anyone that does not know, I go live on Twitch pretty much every day, twitch.tv/DuaneTV. We're doing a little less gaming. The gaming arc has kind of ended for a little bit. We're going to game on the weekends. Fridays, we do music reactions still. Monday through Thursday, I'm pretty much going to be watching content and stuff. Like yesterday, we went over the John Jones situation where there's that camera footage from February where he supposedly got in another drunk accident and fled off the scene, and then they called him and he was saying wild shit. We covered the not Tiger King, what was it, the Liver King, the steroid dude who's apparently got arrested for terroristic threats because he was trying to go after Joe Rogan and traveled across state lines after saying it to go try to find him. We jumped into a whole bunch of shit that was going on yesterday. So we're going to start doing that more often. And for anyone that wants to watch that content but can't make the live streams, if you look down in the description, there should be some links to other channels that I run. And one of them is called Extra Duane. And that is where you will find most of that content. Every once in a while, something might pop up on my main channel, Duane TV, if I feel like it's a big enough story that I want to put on my main channel. But otherwise, we're going to clip everything up, throw it on that Extra Duane channel. So if you guys want, please go over there and subscribe. Appreciate you. Take it easy. Stay safe. I will catch you in the next one, homies.